What a season of baseball last season. 41-8, 46 game schedule, and you win 41 games. That's pretty good. And all that goes to these players here. But just watching these guys, and I always talk about don't wish away where you are. Don't wish away where you are. Enjoy the present, the precious present. And these guys just became a family. They would go to war for one another. That's what I call them, JUCO wars. And these guys found ways to win. Just think about all of the one-run ball games we had. Everybody passing the torch, whether it was a home run to win a ball game, whether it was a hit by pitch, base on balls to get it started, reading dirt balls. These guys figured it out and bought into all of that stuff. Pitchers came in and took care of their business. You give them a lead, and we had such a staff that would shut down guys, relief guys. It was just a great group that you put together. Team batting average over 300. Wasn't really just the big time 450 hitters. It was the guys, all of them were 330, 300, 310, 320, just chipping in. Hit by pitches, those numbers rose, and I know some of you guys may not believe in hitting pitches. You're getting a baby hit, but we don't ask them to get hit in the head. I can promise you that. We'll take a shot on the back of the hamstring, inside, on the back. It was unreal. Something would get started by these guys doing this, and it was just a great opportunity. And I've been in wars with LSU units for a long time. Those guys put it on those guys. It was a fun time. State championships, how precious they are. This school's been here, I don't want anybody to quote me, it's 65 years. How long, what's our anniversary? 65? 61, all right. That's Brother Chris. I'm tell you, he knows for sure, right? He got those numbers. But 5th state championship, 5 out of that many years, and they've been playing baseball here every year. They're hard to win. There was 3 other runner-ups that I've been in that we just couldn't get it done. But these guys were there. They took care of business, and just a fun group to be around. It was, you'll give me, shoot, I get choked up. But no crying in baseball. But those guys right there, man, they are family to me. Family, they can come live with me. Stone thinks the world of them. You can tell I'm passionate about them. And I love those guys. They've been here and been through the thick and thin. And you talk about day one from when they came in, weight room, wore them out. They put it on, put the weight on. Some of them couldn't leave the yard in batting practice. Give them about 4 or 5 months of weightlifting. Next thing you know, here they go. They're leaving the yard. Velos jumped. All that work paid off, and it was just really, really exceptional group. The rings are gorgeous. We had a camp, and we got about 15 guys that worked the camp. I sent out a group text that said, you guys did this. Had nothing. Well, I put them together. Me and Coach Ernest, we worked them out. And, but I let them design the rings. And I can tell you right now, they did an excellent job with it. They are pretty rings. Everybody around campus, Coach, I want to see your ring. Mine's in the box. I hadn't worn mine. We're all going to give them out. We're going to give them out to the guys. Nobody's going to open their ring once we give it out. Whoever I call out first, it doesn't mean first to last. That doesn't mean anything. We're going to hold them in our hands, and we're going to count down to 3, and then everybody gets to open them and put them on, where nobody's sitting here looking and showing and messing up the surprise. But they are gorgeous, very gorgeous. I'm going to we're here, and I hate it, guys. This is the first time I remember this in 22 years, 21 years around. Coach Ball can help me out. But we scheduled this 2 weeks ago. Finally got the rings in. Oh, guys, the guys were texting, Coach, are the rings in? Are the rings in? Everybody wanted to get the rings. And Lord, I wanted them to get them. And 3 o'clock today, I get a text from Coach Ball. No, she calls me. Coach, you're not going to believe this. Gaston State's bus broke down. They did not get another bus to pick them up. They sat on the side of the road a long time, and they're not playing tonight. They canceled the game on us. I said, Coach Ball, we got a bunch of people coming. I said, all these guys are coming from long ways off, and we got to go ahead and do this. And honestly, I think this turned out better than if a basketball game was going on. I really do. I have enjoyed talking to all you guys, and these guys here got to socialize. That's what I enjoyed. I kicked back a while ago and just got up against the wall and just watched these guys. You could tell they missed each other and sweated and just missed it. It's a camaraderie that you'll never, ever know what's going on unless you played or you were a part of something like this. And that's a bond. I got friends, my friends in college, junior college, they are my buddies to this day. There's about 5 or 6 of them, and we stay in contact all the time, go on hunting trips. You just won't ever know until you experience something like this. And these guys have got bonds. They got serious bonds until the day they die. They'll never be broken. I want to thank you parents. Thank you guys for sending your boys to play for us. Had great recruiting visits with you guys. And the reason why they're a good group of guys is because of you. I appreciate you and what you do with your young men, your guys. You have raised a group of guys that we don't have to worry about our world if they jump into some great positions to help take care of the world. They know what they're doing. They've been brought up well, and we can count on those guys to take care of the business when the torch is passed for the real world. Baseball is a small part of their world. And it's about 2 years of their world at Etowanda. I love getting a text from them that says, I wish it was a 4-year school, but it's not. But we're just preparing them for the bigger days that they come along. Being a grown-up isn't all what it's cracked up to be as a guy. I tell them every day, be proud of where you are. I'd like to sit in that chair again one time. But that's a pretty good situation they in. Just take care of their grades and play baseball. That's got the world by the tail, if you ask me. But they are. They're a good group of guys. If any of them will say something when they come up here, we got plenty of time. We don't have a basketball game. We don't have a band playing. But if any of them want to say anything, they're welcome to take the podium and kind of talk a little bit and share an experience or two if they want to. We won't turn this into an hour long. If y'all want to say something, y'all keep it a minute or so. But I really do. I appreciate all y'all. This is a great place, Etowanda Community College, and it's just it's getting better too as time rolls on. But these guys are the ones that adds to the easy recruiting. They take care of their business, and then people just, it's unreal that the guys that want to play here that I can't take because the roster fills up so quick. And I'll get phone calls after phone calls. That's where they want to be. But I appreciate you guys. All right, now, there's no opening the rings, okay? Y'all, I'm going to call you out one by one. If you might want to say a word or something, you're welcome to. If not, you can have a seat. But I'm going to call you guys out. Y'all just hold on to the rings. And set these over here for the... I tell you what, this boy right here now, he was big time help for us. And I know y'all don't want me to get into speech about everybody, but it's appropriate to give him the first one. And some of you may not know him. But old Brandon Bennett, come up here. I drew that one out of the box, and it came up just right. Man, this guy here, student assistant, that's what I call him. He takes care of a lot of stuff for us. And, oh, Lord, he's a big help. Football, regional. Wasn't he a big help? Well, yeah. But there you go, Brandon. You want to say something?
Wrong tribe.
LB. All right, Russell Bunch. You go, okay?
I mean, obviously I don't have a speech, but everybody here is really important to me. I love getting to know every one of you guys. I consider all y'all my brothers. I had a great time here, and would love to do it again. I mean, you know how it goes. I wouldn't trade the 2 years I had at ICC for anything. And thank you for all the parents that helped us after every game, stuff like that. But Roll Tribe.
Callan Carter.
Roll Tribe.
Please do not open those.
I got mine on.
Brett Coker. I know this guy gonna talk to us a little bit.
I'd like to accept this award. I want to thank Coach Carr and Coach Ernest for making the player I am today. I want to thank all my brothers back from last year and this year. I appreciate y'all, and thanks for everything y'all do.
Y'all, some of y'all laugh at me, but it's getting close to time to put these on. Kyle Krieger.
I just want to thank all the fans and family and my ex-teammates and my mom and dad for supporting me my whole life and getting me to ball games. And I tell my teammates now that I'd do anything I could to come back to Itawamba. Roll Tribe.
Lane Domino. Alan Hall. Roll Tribe. Jacob Hall. Jacob here. I got two guys that we play our basketball game. I told them they're going, Coach, we got to do this for the team or this for the team, and we'll be there late, be there about 7. I said, you may miss the ceremony, but you can come in and be introduced at halftime. But, you know, that didn't happen. Grant Johnson. Roll Tribe. Austin King.
Roll Tribe.
Austin Powell. Roll Tribe. Jacob Judon.
I genuinely love each and every one of you, and I appreciate y'all like bringing me a part of this family. Roll Tribe.
Jackson Lancaster.
I just want to say thank you to everybody that came out and supported us last year. I love all of y'all. You're all my brothers. Call me anytime. We can hang out, whatever. I'm kind of in Missouri right now, so that might be difficult. I want to say good luck to y'all this year. Y'all go get after it.
I got a question.
Just Medlin. Now, Coach Ball was just talking about you speaking to everybody at first base now. I tell you what Medlin told me last year. I can tell the story on everybody. If y'all want me to be quiet, I can. But I can tell some stories. He didn't shut me down quick. But I tell you what he told me. He struggled on the mound just a little bit his freshman year. And he didn't get the innings he wanted. And at the year-end meeting, that guy told me, Coach, I will be in your top 4. Or I'll be in your top 2. Or I may be the top guy. But I will be there next year. What y'all think? Jacob Melendez.
Thank everybody for coming out, and Coach Carr couldn't have said it better yourself. Y'all did a great job raising these guys. I'll keep them near and dear in my heart for the rest of my life, and blessing to be here and have these guys with me. Thank y'all.
David Rowland. Roll Tribe. Pate Phillips.
ICC.
Hayden Palmer. Caleb Whittle.
I can't say it.
Hank White. ICC. Jonathan Weeks. That's the first time I've ever seen that young man, and I want to speak on that. Hey, I am jealous of a couple of those guys. When you take a 75 on your ACT, that is pretty good. Now. Come on, I know it's a 36, but I'm telling you, they're 75. That's what they make. There's a couple of them out here, and I'm just jealous because my ACT score wasn't that high. That's awesome, awesome scores. On all of them, a lot of them, they do good on the grade. Tyler Smith. Ray Sandrone. Good. Alex Russell. Alex Russell. Good. LB.
First, I want to just appreciate all the parents and start with y'all guys, and without y'all, we wouldn't be where we are today. And for my brothers, family, y'all made me really realize what a family is supposed to be. And I appreciate y'all guys, just for keeping me up, keeping me going. And I love y'all, family. Thank you.
Come on up, Dylan. Dylan, Coach Ernest, he getting better with age. Like, I guess wine getting better with age, He came in here young, and He's developing a work ethic that really helps me out, buying into that recruiting, big time into the pitching fundamentals. He gets out there with those guys and works hard. And a lot of this championship right here goes to Coach Ernest. He worked his tail off and really helped develop some of those guys. And I just want to say thank you to him.
I just want to say this team has a really special place in my heart. Couldn't ask for a better group to start my coaching career with. No knock to any of these guys, the freshmen that we got returning this year, but like I said, just couldn't ask for a better group of guys to start my career with and win a championship with before they left here. And I also want to say, of all the moments that I'm really proud of over the last couple of years, especially last year, like Coach said, we faced some adversity. You might not believe it. Some of you that maybe if you weren't at the games, or if you weren't at all the games, it might be hard to believe that we went 41-8 and faced a lot of adversity. But the way we handled that adversity is why we ended up 41-8. It's why we ended up with a state championship or a conference championship. And one of the moments that I was the most proud of was the last inning against Eunice. Despite everything that was going on, I'm sure most of y'all were there and got to experience that or witness that. And despite everything that was going on, despite the deficit at the end of the game, the 2 runs that we scored, two runs out of 9 that we needed, doesn't sound anything special, but with our backs against the wall, scoring those 2 runs, it epitomized who they were as a team all year long.
Is Houston here? Houston Harding?
No, he's on the way.
Not yet. He's on his way. I know that's tough. All right. Have I missed somebody that I just didn't see before I go on to the others? Because it can happen quick. Some of these guys weren't able to come. That's Houston's. That's mine. Brother Chris Burroughs, please come to the front. Please. Brother Chris and I have been friends for a long time. He covered me when I played baseball back in the day, many moons ago. My dad passed away back then when I was these guys' age, and he wrote a big article in the Daily Journal, and just me and him talk all the time. He's a good guy to talk to, and analyzes everything, comes to all the games and analyzes all the games with us. We'll sit in the dugout. One night we sat there from a 10 o'clock ending to 1 o'clock in the morning, just talking about some things. And but he's been a lifelong friend with me, and I really appreciate him. Thanks, Brother Chris.
It dawns on me when I was coming today that I'm the oldest guy to get the ring. So I'm going to make a promise to you guys. I'll take good care of it until I lay it down at the foot of Jesus. I'll be the first one. But when the last one lays it down, we'll celebrate again, okay?
Mr. Adam Gold. He's over there filming, but come on up here. There's several of these guys right here. Hey, how many of you guys watch all this on video when you're not at the ball game? These guys right here, ICC. We got some of the best media guys that get everything out to you. You know what's going on by the time it probably has happened a minute later. So these guys work hard. Hey, they don't just cover baseball. They working all the time. They got basketball. He'd have been right out in the middle announcing basketball, football, soccer. I won't go through all the sports, but he works hard. And all these guys that's with him works really hard. And I'm going to call the rest of them's name, but they're right in there with the speech that I just gave for Adam. But we really appreciate all you guys and what you do for Etowah Community College.
I just want
to thank you guys for letting us be a part of the ride, and looking forward to keeping up with y'all in the future. Once you family, always family. Roll Tribe.
Is Mr. Lee here? Mr. Lee Adams? Got the flu. Well, I hate he missed it, but we didn't need him here tonight, did we? You gotta be kidding me. Well, I thought I was gonna get by. I can't read that. Mr. CJ Adams. Mr. CJ took a picture from the football stadium when we was playing Eunice. I'll never forget it, tweeted it out. It's a beautiful place. Our park is beautiful. It's natural. We want to keep it that way. But y'all know the scenery at ICC. It's a really, really nice place. Mr. Raphael. You good? Roll Tribe. Coach Ball, I always want to say thank you to you. Where's Coach? She slips off. Hey, Coach Ball, you can call any JUCO in Mississippi. You can call any JUCO in the nation. She knows the rules. She is the best junior college athletic director. Coach Ball. You know I couldn't let you get away without recognizing you. You can, it's not Rick Collier telling you this. You can call anybody in the nation. That's the best athletic director anywhere in junior college, athletics in the whole nation. Only thing that worries me about her is she's considering that retirement. I go, Coach Ball, you know you got 3 more seasons in you now. You know you do. But she's the best. She's the best. Well, guys, you know what I want to do. One more time. We keep it clean. We keep it clean. This guy's here. It's hard. These group comes along. Here they are. They're really, really good. And I'd take any of them in. I'm just telling you that one more time. You guys, y'all did an awesome job with this group of guys. They're unbelievable. No phone calls for bad things on them. They went to class. They did everything they were supposed to do. They made my job easy for 2 years. All I had to do was coach them, get them on the bus, and make sure nobody got hurt. But those guys that's the ring guys. They are the ones that did all this. They are an unbelievable group. You know I want one more time. One more time, keep it clean. Here we go. Are we going to stand up? Yeah. Sir, here we go, guys. One more time. Y'all heard that after doubleheaders. One thing I won't miss. No, I hope I get to do it again. Y'all noticed that they swept. They got to whip us run through the lines. Woo, that got to where it hurt. When you go 41-8, you don't miss a whipping every time. So, but we really appreciate it, and here we go. I want to open with you. I'll just get a little, take the white off, the white cap, keep it. We'll count down. 1, 2, 3, open. Hold them up, guys. Let everybody look at those things. I want to take a picture of y'all holding them up. Hold on, let me get my phone. We're going to tweet this out.
Yeah, let me get up in the back.
right, y'all got them up? Hold them up. Smile. Anybody else want to take a picture?
Oh, they won't. They said 1 second.
Oh, I'm going to say something else. We got to look out for next year, too. What's my favorite saying? What's been pass the torch? Pass the torch to you, some of you guys and those other guys. Nice.
All right, Kyle, big night for you. You and the guys getting your conference championship rings tonight. Just talk about how it feels to be back home.
It feels awesome. I've been in Louisiana the past 3 or 4 months, and I'm missing all my friends and been staying in touch with them through Snapchat and other things. It's good to come back home, especially for a good purpose and getting the conference rings tonight.
Well, Rick made you wait. What did you think when you first saw the ring?
It was amazing. I'd seen the jaw-ups, and I was like, if they really look like that, it's going to be awesome. And when I opened it, my eyes just glued.
All right, man. Just tell me maybe one of your favorite memories from this past season.
Ooh. Probably Justice's walk-off home run against Pearl River in the regular season. That was just, it was magical. It was awesome. I'll remember that for the rest of my life. I still watch the videos on YouTube of it about once a week.
All right, if you had any words of encouragement for this freshman class and the guys returning this year, what is it?
Work hard, hit the weight room hard. That's when I made my biggest jump, is when I started getting stronger, and then velocity jumped and power jump with the bat, and just do what Coach says because he knows what he's talking about.
All right, LB, back on campus again. Just talk about how it feels to be home.
It's amazing. I know this is when I came to Fulton, it was a home kind of thing close to home, so it's something I can really enjoy, stay close to my family as well.
All right, man, just talk about tonight, getting your championship rings, all that hard work, you get to see some of your former teammates. Just talk about how it feels tonight.
It feels amazing, knowing it started our freshman year. It didn't just start sophomore year. We built this in our freshman year, then we got a couple more guys in our sophomore year just to cover the pieces up, and I can't say enough about this team, just a special group.
Well, LB, of course, one of the biggest memories I'll always have of you, that hot streak you got on the end of your freshman year.
Yeah,
that was something special. But what would be one of your favorite memories from your time here at ICC?
It probably was not about me, but it's probably when we beat Hines, my boy Brett Coker. He hit the walk-off home run just to send us a win.
All right, man. If you could give any advice for the guys returning and also the freshmen coming up, what would it be?
I can say just work hard. Come in to practice every day with a great mindset. Don't let anything about school, affect you on the field. And Coach Carter loves to work hard. You got to work.
All right, Just, man, just talk about it. Being back on campus for the first time in a while, how's it feel?
Man, it's bringing back a lot of mixed feelings. Like, I love this place. I went to the dorm hall a while ago to hang out with some of my buddies, and it's just like, it seems like forever ago, but then yet it seems like it wasn't too long ago, man. I love being here. I love playing this place. It's literally, I know I've said it in other interviews with you, but this is literally the biggest blessing of my life coming here. Like, I've made some of the best brothers I've ever met. I still talk to them all this day. And even though I'm in Tennessee and stuff playing, I can call just about any one of them right now, and they do anything for my heartbeat. This is the best team I've ever played on my entire life.
Well, let's just talk about this tonight, man. You've already kind of touched on seeing all the guys, but how does it feel to finally see that ring and all that hard work that you guys put in and just that reward for it?
It's emotional because it's not just the past 2 years. This ring it symbolizes so much more. This is something I've worked for ever since I was in high school. Ever since I was little bitty, my biggest thing was I want to win a championship. I want to play baseball. I want to be the best guy out there. I want to be able to walk off the field knowing that it was me that won, or my team that won, and get that ring. So I didn't grab one in high school, and I was devastated. Didn't grab one my freshman year here, devastated. And then finally with this group of guys, and just to show how this much team chemistry is together, and show this much team love for each other, and it wasn't just we all liked each other, but it was to the point we were brothers. If somebody was slacking, we called them out on it. If it was something serious going on, we called them out on it. It was so close to a bond and just love for each other that we could tell each other anything, we could own each other, and we had each other's back. And I think that's what made this team so good, because we just held each other accountable for everything, and nobody felt entitled to anything.
Well, man, some of the guys has mentioned some of their favorite moments was you. when you hit that bomb against Pearl River. What about you? What would be some of your favorite memories?
Well, obviously, the home run against Pearl River, I'll never forget that in my entire life. I still got it in my mind today of the ball coming on my bat, and I remember backspinning a little bit too much, so I didn't think it was going to go out. And as I'm going around first base, I see the right fielder kind of stop. And at that point, I realized, that this just happened. I remember going around the bases, seeing Coach Collier jumping up. I remember going to home plate, and all I remember feeling just a shower coming over me. And then go in the dugouts, all my teammates celebrate with me. That was awesome. But it kind of changed up a little bit since some other guys said that. That night beating Eunice was probably the best. Was probably one of my favorite experiences, just because that was so big. We were the underdog. Everybody had us as 2 in the whole year, but we all knew it was going to happen when it came down to it. We were all locked in, ready to go, and that was a huge moment for this season.
All right, man. Advice for the freshmen and guys that are going to be sophomores on this year's team.
Guys, I started out being very horrible. I was not a good ball player. I was tight. I was unathletic. But you gotta work your butt off. It's about how bad you want it. It's about how much you need it. It's about how important it is to you. Like how much you want to go in the weight rooms and hit. How much you want to go throw. How much you want to mentally think about success. Like it's literally how bad do you want it. And that's what's kept me going this whole time through this game. It's because I've literally, my will and my want to has always been there. I've never wanted to be mediocre. I have a huge problem being mediocre. I don't know why. I was just born with it, and I can't stand it. So my whole life I've just been wanting to be the best, wanting to be the best, wanting to be the best. So that's my advice to you guys. Work your butt off to be the best, because if you're average, you're no good.
All right, Russell, back home on campus, getting these championship rings tonight. Just talk about the night and just how it feels.
It's great to be back in Fulton. I hadn't been able to come back much because I've been busy with school, and seeing all these guys and this great place that I spent 2 years of my life, it's really been humbling to be back here, and this beautiful ring we got, it's really been something else.
What did you think when you first saw it? Rick made y'all wait a minute and count it down, but what did you think when you finally got to see it?
I was so anxious. I couldn't sit still in my chair, but it's way better than what I expected it to be. It's honestly jaw-dropping.
All right, well, let's just talk about it, man. Seeing the guys again for the first time in a while, you guys being a group together, how'd that feel just to have the family back?
I love every one of these guys. They mean the world to me. We spent every minute of every day together, it felt like, for those 2 years, and it was just great to see all them again. A lot of smiling faces. Good to be back with them.
Well, let's take a look back over your career. What maybe one of the 2 of your favorite memories from your time here at ICC?
I'm going to have to say my favorite memory is probably, I'm going to say, when we clinched against Mississippi Delta and we dogpiled. That was a great one, but also probably when Just hit the walk-off bomb against Pearl River.
All right.
That was a great feeling.
You got the freshmen now or sophomores, and you got a new incoming class. If you had any advice to give those guys, what would it be?
Just leave everything on the field and work hard every day and to be the best player you can be, and don't have any regrets and don't hold anything back.
Austin, from Fulton, so you home quite often, but how's it feel good to be back on campus here at ICC?
It felt great. Been away for a while, and it's always good to come back home and get this ring right here.
Well, just talk about just chance of seeing some of these old teammates of yours that you may not be seeing that often now.
Oh, it's great. I mean, I've missed all the guys. They've all missed. Everybody's missed everyone, and just a great chance to see everyone. The same guys we played with last year and the new guys.
All right. Well, take me through it, man. Rick made y'all wait till you could see the ring. What'd you think when you finally saw your reward for all the hard work you guys had?
It was great. I can't really explain it in words. It's a great feeling. We worked very hard for this, and the hard work paid off.
Well, man, we've asked everybody tonight. We'll ask you again. Maybe one or 2 of your favorite memories from the past season.
Definitely when we were playing Pearl River, and we're down by 1 in the last inning. Just comes up. We're all telling them, if you're ever gonna hit a bomb, it's the time to do it. First pitch, he hits one out.
Awesome.
Great experience.
Well, man, if you had any advice for the freshmen or the upcoming guys that are now sophomore for the team, what would it be?
Definitely just work hard and don't ever take anything for granted, and just reach for the stars.
All right, Jackson, big night for you, man, getting that championship ring. How's it feel to be back home on campus?
It feels great. I miss this place. Being in Missouri, 7 hours away, it's different, but I love it up there. It was really great getting to come back and see everybody.
All right, just talk about the night, getting to see all your former teammates, finally getting that championship ring. Just kind of the reward for all the hard work you put into your career. Just talk about the night.
Man, we worked so hard for this. Starting our freshman year, we had a big group of freshman guys and some sophomore guys then to lead the way. And then we stepped up into that leading role our sophomore year, and it just took off for us. We put in all the work. A lot of us put in extra work, and it just paid off.
All right, let's talk about some of your favorite memories from your years here at ICC. What's something that jumps out at you?
Some of my favorite memories go back to, it'd be late after practice. Me, Coach Collier, and Coach Ernest, and some of the other guys would be sitting around the dugout, and we'd just talk about what all we could accomplish this year, and we would talk about the thought of winning state and how great that would be, or the thought of making a regional. And then our sophomore year, we hosted the regional and won state, so that was just a dream come true.
All right, any advice for the freshmen and the guys that would be sophomores this season?
I would say just keep working. JUCO's a grind. It only gets worse at the next level, but if you start now, you'll be more prepared once you get to the next level, and I just want to wish everybody good luck.
All right, Ray, a very special night for you tonight, getting that championship ring. Just talk about how it feels to be back on campus.
It feels great. It's been a long summer/fall waiting on this. It kind of is the icing on the cake to a long year, and seeing these guys is just an awesome experience.
How's it feel, man? I know you guys have kind of all went separate ways, but you still stay in touch, but get to see the family again. How's it feel?
Right, I mean, it feels awesome. We did a lot together, not just on the field, but off the field as well. Live the college life together, and it's all you could ask for in a group of great guys for great friends.
All right, man. Rick made you wait for you open the ring, so what'd you think when you first saw it?
Well, I was actually one of the 10 to 15 that actually helped design it, so I had an idea what it was going to look like, but it was nice to finally open that box. It took us a little while to open that box, but it was finally nice to open it, and all the hard work pays off in that one moment.
Well, I know last year I did you wrong. I put you on one of our not water plays.
Yeah.
So, but what was some of your favorite memories from your career?
Well, it was always winning's very fun. So we had 41 chances to celebrate a win, but seeing guys like Just or Brett Coker hit the walk-off homers, those are always fun. It was always fun watching Hootie pitch because he was good. All those guys pitch, all of them were good. Hootie, Austin, Just, Peanut, all of them were good. So it was all a fun time, and practice was always fun, so it was a fun year.
All right, man. Freshmen coming up, now sophomores, and you got a new incoming class. If you had any advice, what could you give them?
Work your tail off, because 2 years goes a lot faster than you think it does.
All right, Hootie. Good to be back home, man. Good to see you again. How's it feel to be back home?
Oh, it's awesome. I couldn't have pictured anything more to happen. I'm so excited to see all these guys. I'm so excited to see how these rings turned out, and honestly, just getting back home and seeing everybody has been awesome.
Well, just talk about that for a minute. How does it feel seeing the family again? You guys kind of went your separate ways and still stay in touch, but probably get to see the first few of them for the first time in a while.
Right. I'd say it's real bittersweet because I love to see them, and I haven't seen them in a really long time. But at the end of the day, I know I got to go back home, and I don't get to see them for a long time again. But every single time we see each other, it's just like we pick back up right where we left off. So these are like my brothers, and I'm just really excited to get back here and get these rings.
What did you think when you saw the ring?
Oh my gosh, they turned out so much better than I even had anticipated. I'm so excited, and I'm just super happy to see all the hard work finally come to the ring. So.
All right, man. Just talk about some of your favorite memories from your time here at ICC.
Oh, there's so many. It's hard to choose from, but I think off the top of my head, just one of our amazing series with Pearl River this past year, we had absolutely 2 beautiful walk-off wins, and I just remember in that time really realizing, hey, we're the best team in this league and we deserve these rings. So that's something I really look back to when I reflect on my time here.
All right, well, you got this freshmen, now sophomores.
Right.
So they know how it takes to get there, and now the new crop of Indians in. Just,
right.
Man, any words of advice for this year's team?
Yeah, so something I would tell the freshmen coming in and, the sophomores that got to watch us play, I would say get the doubleheader mentality. Go into each game knowing you're going to have to play another one, and come together as a team and just keep on going.
All right, Rick, finally getting those championship rings to the guys tonight. Just talk about the night.
Oh, what a great night. I know the basketball game was canceled, but we ended up getting this nice place to ourselves, and we had a great time. I just sat back and watched the guys before we got started, and just like a big family, they enjoyed each other, and we got the program started and gave out the rings and had some good stories, and what a great group of guys. That state championship is a great accomplishment.
Well, Rick, you've been at this a little while. Just talk about what it means to see those kids come back. I know more than anything for you, yeah, you enjoy the championship ring, but more than anything, that fellowship of just being around the guys and just having that family vibe.
Yeah, that camaraderie of them hanging out with one another, and you can just tell they love one another and are big friends, and they already had plans for tonight. Some of them be going back in the morning, and they're just it's what it's all about. Etowah Community College is a special place.
Rick, I know you're a humble guy, so just think about it. When you do finally decide to hang up the spikes, what's it going to mean when you look back and see the success of these guys, not in baseball but in life in general, and know that you had a big role in that?
Well, that's what I was telling at the ceremony. Those guys have been brought up right. What a great group of parents to bring up those guys. And of course, we add to it about discipline and things to do. But is this group here going out in the world and running the show? I don't have any problems with them being out there taking charge over the jobs as people retire, because that is a great group of guys, and they'll take care of their business.